See, Derrick James and Errol Spence be trying to take people for a ride. I'm not no PBC fighter. I actually use my brain and I do listen when people talk, you know? And when it comes to Derrick James talking about this whole Terence Crawford needs to build up his profile, it's not enough money yet, blase splee, Errol Spence is doing these numbers and all this other stuff. You want to know what they doing? They're using Mikey Garcia as a buffer, or better yet, a contraceptive or a bulletproof vest to not fight Terence Bud Crawford now. Listen, I don't want to hear about that, you letting the fight build and stuff like that, because you know what happened in the middle of letting the fight build? Fighters get old. That's what happens. Fighters get old, and fighters get drunk and flip their car down the street. You know, you would think with Anthony Joshua losing, Errol Spence somersaulting through the air, landing face first on the concrete, that they would take the time to recognize that, okay, maybe we don't have all the time in the world. Maybe we need to strike while the iron is hot. Maybe we need to make this fight before somebody loses. They don't learn from Deontay Wilder. They don't learn from Anthony Joshua. But yet, here we are again talking about what fight is not going to be made because it's not enough money yet. It's not enough money yet. They're using Mikey Garcia for a reason to not fight Terence Crawford. They're using Mikey Garcia to protect Errol Spence. They're using Mikey Garcia's fan base to try to justify why they are not fighting Terence Bud Crawford. Because all Derrick James and Errol Spence want to talk about is numbers, 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 numbers. Knowing damn well you would not have done that well if you was not fighting Mikey Garcia. Okay, we know the number one match made in boxing is black and brown fighters fighting together. Okay, they sell best together, and you did it in Texas. Okay, you would have not got those numbers without Mikey Garcia. And keep in mind, while Derrick James over here talking about numbers, this is the same Errol Spence, and I got receipts. This is the same Errol Spence who have his events tickets and the seats bought out by the Dallas Cowboy, which is, I believe he's now dead. Jerry Jones was buying out the seats for Errol Spence's fights. So if you're so great, why do you need somebody to buy out your seats? You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I got the receipts. I got the videos. You can't deny it. So in layman's terms, they're using Mikey Garcia's fame and fan base to try to justify not fighting Terence Bud Crawford on time when they should fight him on time in their prime. Okay? Because Terence Bud Crawford ain't doing nothing but sitting around for the most part. And this inactivity is starting to take a toll on Terence Crawford. He ain't getting younger. Okay? Errol Spence ain't getting no more sober. You know what I'm saying? And I literally mean that, okay? Because as you can tell the way they're going about it, they haven't learned anything. That near-death incident has not changed anything. Now, before then, he was saying that he's ready to come back and he's ready to get in and he wants to fight Terence Crawford. Do you guys remember that? He said he want to come back and he want to fight the best. Now, turn around. Here we are. Derrick James starting that same shit again. No, the fight ain't big enough yet. The fight ain't big enough yet. When you do your research, besides the Mikey Garcia Errol Spence fight, you will actually see that Terence Bud Crawford has done better numbers than Errol Spence. That's a fact. That's the fact. I ain't going to take the time to do everything for you guys, okay? If you want to fight me on this, you're going to have to do some research yourself. I've already done it. I've already known, okay? Besides the Mikey Garcia fight, Terence Bud Crawford has done better numbers than Errol Spence. Not only has he done better numbers than Errol Spence, if we was to go to revenue and money that they made, Terence Bud Crawford has made more money than Errol Spence. That's a fact, okay? So how does somebody who needs to build up their profile and build up this and build up that, number one, has better numbers than you, and number two, gets paid more money than you, but he has to build his profile? Just think about that for a second. I'm sick of the BS. Okay? People are tired of PBC fighters, man. You know, and it's a shame because I at least try to find somebody within the PBC roster who don't always have to go down with the ship. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to cast every PBC fighter as a nobody who don't want to fight nobody and this, that. I try to find somebody to be like, look, because what if there's some people who really about their life? What if there's some people who really want to fight, but they got the PBC dark cloud over their head? You know what I'm saying? Nobody ever believe them because of the reputation that they set out. You know? But that's why I try to look for people to do that. But the way these guys be moving and shaking, it's hard to defend them. You know, but you can't say, as soon as people find out you all right, yeah, I want to fight Terence Crawford and I want to fight the best. I'm not running from nobody. Then, as soon as you spend some time walking around, laughing, lollygagging, and slapping hands, here come your trainer with that same old bullshit that he said before you got into the accident. It's not enough money in the fight, blase split. Man, I'm done with Errol Spence, man. I'm just fucking tired. He's going to be an idiot till the day he die. I didn't think he was an Adrian Broner 2.0, but it sure as the sky's blue and I can read the signs. I know exactly what I'm looking at. You guys is not trying to fight nobody. I understand you just want to get a check. You can go ahead and use boxing as a fucking ATM just like Deontay Wilder, because honestly, I didn't throw my hands up to all this shit. I don't expect none of y'all to be great. To me, all the great fighters are in the past. Sorry. I can't give it to none of y'all, because even if I do find somebody that's a great fighter, you not fighting nobody. You know what I'm saying? I love Terence Crawford, but we can't put his skills to the test. That aggravates the living shit out of me. At this point, Terence, I don't care if you fight Kell Brook. I don't give a fuck if you fight a fucking mascot. I don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? Just stay sharp and stay out there and give me something to look at. But at this point, I'm so disgusted about what's going on with boxing, the way these boxers doing this and all this promoting and shit like that. The only people that's trying to fight some people is coming from the fucking UK, man. You notice that Anthony Joshua don't try that shit? Well, you know, the fight's not big enough yet, so, you know, we're going to wait till it builds up and Deontay Wilder builds his profile. Instead, he said, no, since you don't have a profile, I'm going to pay you this because you haven't done no work, but I'll still fight you. You know what I'm saying? They're not talking about building up to make no money. Eddie Hearn is the king of throwing around dollars. Do you hear him say that? No, you don't. Who's offering these fighters more money than Eddie Hearn? Nobody. So if the cash cow ain't saying it, the cash king, you know what I'm saying, Earn with Hearn ain't saying it, I don't want to hear your ass say it. Because y'all not doing better in the zone. Y'all not doing better than Eddie Hearn. Y'all not doing better than anything that they got going on over there. That's a fact. So if he ain't saying it, I don't want to hear it out of your mouth. Oh, ain't no money in the fight. Ain't no money. Man, shut up. Shut up. Get in the ring and box somebody, man. I'm sick of y'all. Bruce Wayne, I'm out.